Yo, what up? Good morning, GMG. Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-host in the house. Let me change the title of this topic. PUMPFUN tokenomics. Let's get some people in. Tyler, good morning. How you doing today?
I'm good. It's been a busy morning. Starting on the market open, some of my favorite ETH corporate treasury stocks were popping, and then now right before the show,
just now
on tokenomics. This was arguably the biggest missing piece of information that we needed. And now we have it.
We have it, and we may as well just get into that, right? But anyways. We'll get into it in a second. So, we'll go through a market. We'll go through topics. We'll go through YEET giveaway, which, by the way, yesterday was a fucking riot. We gave away $2,000 to a single winner, which is fire. So congrats to you. So we'll make sure that someone else wins today. So make sure you get our Degenz live on our Degenz live, stream on Kick if you want to win the money. The code today is PUMP, P-U-M-P. I think it's very fitting. Good choice, Sims. You love to see that. And then last but not least, this show is powered by Wallet Connect. Wallet Connect is the connectivity network shaping the future of on-chain UX. If you've connected to Web3 app, you've seen Wallet Connect. That blue logo, it's everywhere. An icon of trust in crypto is recognizable as Visa checkout. Want to learn more? Follow Wallet Connect on X and Telegram to stay ahead of what's next. Or listen back to yesterday's show. Pedro was on the show yesterday talking to us about some stuff they're doing. So if you're on Solana, if you've used any of the top dApps, there's an airdrop of Wallet Connect happening right now. I don't think the official link is live yet, but make sure you're eligible. You probably have some free money coming your way. But we're also powered by Kraken Pro. With Kraken Pro, you get full control over your layout, drag and drop any module, customize it all. It's clean, it's smooth, and built for traders, real traders. If you trade crypto, check out pro.kraken.com and trade without trade-offs. Tyler, before we get to your whole segment, we may as well just break down this latest PUMPFUN news, because I also made it the topic of the show, and I don't want to mislead the peoples over here. So it appears here it is. So it appears that we just got some more news, lads. We were talking about it behind the scenes about how to approach this. And I'm telling you, this could cook. This is it. Community initiative, so that doesn't mean it's an airdrop, but
I think it is an airdrop.
Is it?
So let's take a look. Tokenomics and investing schedule is what came out just now, tweeted by DB Tier 10. Looking at the tokenomics, 33% to the ICO. That should not come as a surprise. Actually, let's back up. How many tokens did we think were going to be sold in that ICO?
And if it's $600 million ICO at $4 billion valuation, what's 600 million of $4 billion? That's a quick math, like whatever that is.
This is making me think that there's only going to be 450 billion tokens, or else maybe we have some wrong information. So we'll come back to that in a second. 33% to the ICO, 20% to the team, 13% to investors. So investors and team getting a third of this. Community and eco getting 24% at 20. So like that is interesting, because that's probably where the airdrop would come out. I think what else is interesting here is the live streaming getting 3%. So Gainsey's
go back.
Gainsey's eating, so is Rasmer. Maybe even Dancing Eddie, Little Eddie. Go to the next image here, which is also arguably more interesting, is the unlock schedule. So a huge chunk of this is unlocking at TGE. It looks like around 55%, roughly. We don't have the exacts, including the entire ICO. So that pre-sale, your tokens are going to go live. So there's not going to be a lockup. So that was a key question answered here. It looks like liquidity unlocking, of course, foundation. The live streaming is coming out right out of the gate. And then out of that community and eco bucket, it looks like roughly a bit over half. I'm going to guess like 15% out of the 24% are coming at TGE. And to me, that seems like an airdrop. So I'm going to guess.
These investors start vesting here. That's the green, dark green. So you're 26 July. So it's in a year.
Yep. So team locks up, and team and investors have a 1 year.
That's because you have to in the state. It's like a standard 12-month thing, by the way. Team invest. Yeah, that's standard, by the way. And it appears that initial coin offering is 33% day 0. That's kind of nice. Liquidity exchanges day 0. Foundation day 0. Live streaming day 0. Ecosystem fund day 0. And then the community ecosystem is over a year. So it's day 0, but there's more and more unlocking over the year, you see? So day 0, you're going to have about 55% of the token.
Yeah.
If you're 50 here, yeah, but 55% of the PUMPFUN token is going to be liquid.
So it's not going to be low float, high FTV. In fact, the opposite, which is kind of the newer model we've seen these teams going. And I think in general, we like that, right? Like it's good to get more of the token out. You have less overhang. I think this is broadly pretty positive. What I'm still wrapping my head around is the total token supply, which doesn't necessarily matter, but we thought the pre-sale was 150 billion. If there's only 150 billion tokens,
a trillion. It was a trillion, no?
Yeah, but that would have assumed the pre-sale was 15%, and now we're saying that's 33%. So unless there's unless there's a different aspect of that ICO that we just don't know about, right? That would put it at more like a 450 billion token supply. So I think a couple of open questions still, but this goes a long way. And I think my initial read on this is it makes it more of a buy for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying that. I think consensus is usually wrong on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. And I think that all it takes, and I'll take, like this is what we were talking about this morning in the chat. And Mando, what up? I'm curious your thoughts on this because this just came out. But whether you participate or not, I think the first dip is a buy because I think people are going to pile short, and all they have to do is the one little flywheel announcement, and those shorts are blown out. And I have a very, 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 very hard time believing that the utility token, it was word for word, the gate.io before it was taken down said utility token, that this utility token won't follow the likes of like a Hyperliquid or everything we've seen before with a flywheel announcement, or at least some sort of an announcement, because this is what would take it like a 10x in FDV, right? I'm not saying it's going to 10x FD. I'm just, that's what could take it to 10x in FD if the revenue, of course, keeps flowing through, but they can fix that revenue with like everything doing with like community initiatives, investors, streaming, etc. So there's a lot of interesting things to take out of here. And I guarantee you, Tyler, if I were to remake my poll, which had 84% of people saying they won't participate in ICO, we'd see more of a 50-50 here. So I think I should repost that. But Mando, this just in. We didn't really go through anything yet. We just went straight into this because this came out like as the show was starting. What do you make of this pump on tokenomics?
Seems fine. It seems
right.
Seems kind of standard. If I were to guess, it feels like they may do another offering down the line, right? The amount of
really
24% to community and initiatives, was that?
Well, that could be airdrop. That could be
right. That's what I mean. So the thing is, they're going to do another one down the line, I reckon. What this points to is multiple airdrops to me. When I look at this, given 56% is to community essentially, and they've given out 33%. My guess is they may do another airdrop or token offering down the line. Everything else seems kind of standard. 20% to team, yeah, seems about right. 30% investors, well, they probably got 1-for-1, which means they probably raised 30% market cap, basically. And 3% to streaming. Gainsy's getting some coins.
Dude, Gainsy may be back here. I was looking at the timeline. I saw Gainsy post. Oh, look at this. Wait,
that's the official post. So the pump fund.
There you go.
Yep.
Look at this video. You get to hear it.
Whoa. Welcome to the launch pad for your dreams. Oh, this is for you.
This is what they need the money for.
Yep, Memes are actually a pretty good measure of what people are interested in at any given moment. An idea people can collect and buy into.
I need to move. I need to go now.
Here, it's a free exchange of ideas. People stream to build hype. A battleground of bulls, bears. Anyone can use Pump to build whatever they want. It's more than memes. Ideas that haven't even been dreamed yet. Projects that can change your life. Maybe even the world.
Wow. Bears are so fucking wrecked right now. I may have to ape this ICO.
Their plan is to kill Facebook, TikTok, and Twitch on Solana. So also confirmation that they're not going to build their own
On
chain.
Solana, yeah, everybody's trying to speculate that Solana's fuck with this pump thing and pump chain that. Like, this is not happening, guys. Well, I'm curious what you guys think in the chat. If you're listening on Degenz live kick, go to kick.com/Degen live. We're showing everything on video. We do have the chat, right? Oh, we can't see it on screen anymore. Hold on, I can see it on set. We love with a video display with sound. What am I right on screen? It was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think?
I mean, they'll do their own chain down the line. I don't think I wouldn't read too much into the Sol.
I don't know. I don't think so. PUMPFUN quickly became the fastest growing company in history, reaching 100 million. This is going to be a very interesting few days, guys. Wait, is this weekend?
It's this Saturday. And I think it's going to sell out pretty quickly. I think they've answered. The only open question right now is Flywheel.
1 trillion tokens, by the way, confirmed here.
How are our coins doing on this? Are we selling off? Not too much.
No, we already sold off. It
Oh,
feels.
so that's good. But I mean, we sold off, but this is like the final official confirmation.
This is great.
The airdrop is a missing piece, but I still think it's in that bucket. Yeah, so here's the KYC details. So they are launching it on their own page. So you can use one of their partners. I think that's for non-US people, probably non-Euro for a lot of these. It is KYC required.
Yeah.
It's also going to be on their site.
So you do have to KYC on PUMPFUN as well.
Yeah.
If you're doing it on there. So this is interesting.
It should be expected for an ICO, I would imagine.
Absolutely. Of course. Like, you're not trying to. This is a good thread. Well, Tyler, we were saying that the longer they stay silent, the worse, but this is pretty loud.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty loud. They've got a clear incentive for the streaming bucket, which I think is going to continue to drive attention. I think we'll see more people streaming. 3% allocation to a $4 billion token is pretty big.
They blocked VPNs. You can see on my screen.
That's $120 million for streamers at $4 billion.
Over time, though, right? So it's community. Is the streamer right away, or
It
is
says, it unlocks at TGE, but what we don't know is is that an airdrop to streamers right out of the gate? Is that just a bucket of tokens that they're going to give out over time? I would guess it's the latter. But that's going to be big. That's an attention lever. They are laying out a bigger vision. I don't know. I like it. I think the bull case just got a bit stronger. My wheels are spinning. I'm just trying to think of where am I going to pull some funds.
This is by the dip situation. What do you think, man? Are we buying this thing? Like, is Mando, is Canary Labs
Definitely gonna go high.
FDV 4 bill, like fully diluted valuation? Like we looked at everything else yesterday. Like Hyperliquid is like 40 billion FDV.
What's its current market cap? Well, how much is going to be available to trade on day one, Tyler? You said
55%.
So around 2 billion, a little over 2 billion market cap.
Brother is going a lot higher.
What's the thought process behind that, Mando?
2 billion. There's enough of a bull case that people will come back to it. I think the airdrop is okay. Streamers winning. I don't know if streamers winning is really that fair. Do you not think that's kind of strange? That's the one thing I'm like, well, everyone
Well, how
got
many
wrecked.
streamers are there even on there?
Right, exactly. So it's like everyone got completely wrecked on PUMPFUN and we're giving money to the streamers.
Well, there is a community allocation of 24%. We don't know what that means, but yeah, I do see where you're coming from. I feel like
that's just for future airdrops, right?
I feel like if you create a coin on PUMPFUN, you should also get something. Or like if it or let's say it created something and it was over a specific amount of time, like it did well, you know?
It's hard. How do you avoid like the major production factories that just launched and run coins every day?
Yeah, true.
It's all
Has to be a coin still above 1 million. Something like
that. Yeah. Free straight to Gainsey.
Gainsey's back, dude. Gainsey is so fucking back. Yeah, dude. I mean, I said 2 days ago when 84% of people said they're not participating, it's probably going to do well. And I'd like to double down here. This is going to cook. Our coins are actually bouncing.
Yeah, our coins up a bit.
Thank God, dude. I'm getting winter muted here. Imagine you wake up in the morning, you get pounded by winter mute. You go to bed at night, you get pounded by winter mute. This is me right now.
ETH, baby. ETH.
Dude, man, don't even like start because Tyler has completely flipped. You were there yesterday, but like Tyler is now bigger ETH bull than you are.
I'm glad. I've been ringing the bell for a while here. This is the best long.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's been stuck at this price action forever, but I think this is where it finally pops. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I hope. I mean, my bags are good. I'm about 40% allocated to ETH Eco right now, so it's not bad. I'll take it. I'm with you guys.
It's just memes. You just own fucking memes.
But, okay, fine. But like, look at how Pepe and Mog are reacting to the ETH pump.
Yeah.
REKT is different. It's an outlier. It doesn't react to ETH pump. It's just always up. But like, look at Mog is up 10% again in 24 hours. And Pep is up 3%. It was been a little harder, you know? And then our favorite here, you know? Oops. Wrong chart. Our favorite REKT. Anyway, that's good. We talk about pump fun stuff. Curious what you guys think. So make sure you comment below on Degenz Live Kick or on Thingy X what you guys think. Also, just remember the code today on yeeterboards.com is PUMP, P-U-M-P. We're gonna pick someone to win. I'm not sure we're gonna have to run this. We're gonna be able to run the same chances we were doing yesterday because Mando's here. But Mando, yesterday we had a lot of fun. We were chanting.
I saw the clip.
Yeah, the whole clip, the 7 minutes.
Fuck REKT, Mando.
Fuck Mando. Fuck. It's just we had the most fun person win yesterday because they were just like they just wanted to go for it.
You could have won him a lot more. It looked like.
It looked like a lot more, but it looks like it was just right. You know, they cash out 770 instead of 14, then 770 instead of 12. So it's like, you know, it was the right amount of like greed, but also gambling, you know? So it was a lot of fun. Anyways, let's get into the markets, Mando, now that you've had your meal and we've talked about the pump fun thing. And then, Tyler, we'll come back to you and talk about topics.
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
GM, everyone. I have to apologize first because I've been traveling a lot the last 2 days and the minutes have gone out late the last couple of days.
I noticed that.
Sim's already in my DMs, like straight away. Like, hey, man, like, where are the minutes? I was like,
we noticed that. We noticed that.
I'm rushing here. I'm rushing.
That's because you make me look good by doing this.
Sims is not getting his show topic when you don't post.
I'm already 2 hours late to sending this out. I apologize. Anyway, it feels as though it's a good day for if you own a little bit of ETH. That's basically what it is. And some other things are moving. ETH memes are moving decently higher. Some ETH DeFi is moving decently higher, but it's been mainly that ecosystem which has done better. It is becoming what I would say now is ETH is becoming a bit more consensus. So whereas I didn't feel it. Oh God,
We lost
Can
you,
you
by the
still
way.
This is what happens when you talk bullishly about ETH. You just
Yeah, there you go. They shut him down. That Tom Lee said, "Fuck this guy." Turned off the camera. Tom Lee probably owns StreamYard.
what did they? Just do to
You
me?
blank. We can hear you if you want. Like we can still, you know. Oh, there you go. Did he just say ETH went consensus?
he did. That was the last thing he said before he got cut off.
I just want to put it out there. The last time we had an ETH pump, Israel attacked Iran. And we got a war. So
It's risky.
Yeah.
We're in a risky situation right now.
And look what's going on right now. ETH pumps and Grok thinks it's Hitler. So I don't know, dude. Like, there's a whole thing going on the timeline right now. Let's wait for Mando to come back. But yeah, Tyler, you're pretty bullish. So why don't you just take us through SBET and the other one? Like what's the latest this morning? You said that they're up a lot.
Yeah, so SBET stock, Sharplink Gaming, opened at 19 today. It's back at like 17 now, but that's up a full 100% in the last 5 days, basically.
Look at ETH chart.
They just did another. They're up over 205,000 ETH tokens now, and basically, like, the more their stock goes up, the more equity they're going to have to continue to buy back. So it's a nice little flywheel for them.
Yeah,
StreamYard got me.
StreamYard got no. It was Tom Lee. He owns StreamYard, and you started saying that ETH was consensus. So
it's becoming more consensus. That's basically what I'm saying. Like when guys like Nachi are posting about it, you kind of feel like, oh, okay, and now it feels. I don't know if that means it's a bad trade. But I do think it's becoming more and more consensus, which is interesting to see. I still think the most consensus trades are Hyperliquid and Fartcoin and
no chance, bro. All I own Fartcoin is short.
Okay, it's true. But I think it's gonna be interesting to see like if ETH can retain or like regain some of its love, maybe from Hyperliquid a little bit here. Let's see. Like obviously it got kind of derided for a long time. But yeah, for it to really break out, it's got to hit 3K, right?
Wow.
That's the level. We can talk about this tiny range it's been in, but yeah, it'd be nice if it went to 2,850, but really it's got to hit 3K. That's when you know you're off to the races and there's a little bit of clean air for it to break out. I've said several times on the show, I think ETH by the end of the summer will go to 4K. I think that is. I've thought it's been one of the best risk reward trades of the market, and let's see. If it does, I'll be very happy. I'll retire for the rest of the year. Maybe I'll just fully go anonymous after that. Just do YEET. Move to a new location. Just do YEET.
Where would you move? I'm kidding. So yeah, that's pretty good.
So I think it's this treasury game now starting to pick up pace. So like that's been the main thing that shifted, and you've seen weirdly like some Bitcoin miners move towards ETH and a bit more bullishness about. I think it's clear that they're going to at least win quite a big chunk of the stablecoin and tokenization game. So like after Robinhood built like an L3 essentially, I think there's this idea that we've got a shot that ETH can win over some of that. I still just don't like ETH, like the ETH maxi community. Like it just like it's not my most fun. Let me put it that way. I see the majority of the tweets I see from them is like, "Oh, I can't believe you've come back!" Like, we remember the real ones and all this sort of shit. It's like, oh god, it's not the best onboarding process. I still think for ETH right now, because they've rightly or wrongly been derided by the rest of crypto for like 3 years now, and there's a lot of bitterness. There's a lot of bitterness, I feel like, still in the community as it comes over. So I think that maybe has to shift. Whereas Solana, even at the lows, right, they were just like, come and be on Solana. Like Frank got a little bit of it, right, when he moved over to ETH. Other than that, it was kind of like, we're so glad we survived. Let's push on from here.
Yeah.
This feels slightly different. But yeah, I'm still pretty bullish on that as a scenario. Macro's just been a bit mixed. Like it's like tariff on, tariff off with Trump at the moment. The market is moving surprisingly a lot on tariff headlines still. When I am genuinely surprised that is the thing that is moving the market, given how it's clear that like what is being said and what is being done is very, very different. But yeah, those are like the broader macro headlines. Stocks are still doing very well. Nvidia just hit 4 trillion. First company ever to hit 4 trillion market cap, which is kind of wild. And there's just now there's an exploit on GMX, which is quite well known.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Trading platform, which if you that's something that I would be aware of for Hyperliquid. GMX has been around for years, right? They lost 40 million.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. $42 million hack. I think it just happened as the show was starting. The PUMPFUN news dropped as well. So I don't know what it is, who it is, or what, but I'm sure we're gonna find out very soon. So, anyways, that's it for the market, really, right? We're just kind of still ranging in the same place that we've been ranging forever, and we're out here waiting for a catalyst. Are we waiting for a catalyst, or is it just the market being the market? Like, I don't even know anymore. Like, what catalyst? Like, I don't see what catalyst sends us. It's just the market chopping in summer.
Yeah, I think we're in for a chop until potentially September here now. I do. Yeah. We're going to diverge quite a lot from global M2 if we do, but I don't know what that catalyst is. Hasn't just happened, right? We just had like tokenization across the board of like stocks.
Exactly.
Maybe the stablecoin bill, maybe maybe that finally going through, but maybe there's a world where Bitcoin dominance can go down a little bit. Maybe it's a world where ETH can go to 3K and Bitcoin doesn't have to hit an all-time high.
Yeah,
I actually don't know, but
it's gonna be end of. Is it gonna be QE? Is it gonna be money printing? The next catalyst? Is that the next biggest catalyst possible?
That's why I think September, because that's when the next Fed meeting is. That'll be the main one.
Right. I mean, Tyler, I'm pulling up your favorite chart here.
It's going to be lame if we don't break out till September. I will say that, but I think that is like regret. I regret to say this, but I feel like it is kind of my new lean. I am kind of leaning that way as well. It also means, we're going to be lagging that M2 chart fairly substantially.
So if we chop till September, when's the next Fed meeting? Fed meeting September. Let's see. It's September 16th, 17th. All right. I mean, I'm just saying we always bottom around my birthday. And last year, September 7th was rock bottom. And then we fucking pumped. That's when it was like generational. It's always like that, Mendo. You know the vibes. You were around last year. You were on the year before. It's always the same thing. A lot of you were here last year as well. Now listen to show. So if this range, right? We've been here. Let's say we go to September Fed meeting. It's about 131-day chop. I see it. I mean, I don't see why it would be.
What's the chop from when we entered the top of the range back in 2024? Can you draw
this one?
Yeah, go all the way.
We've been chopping, technically speaking, if you want to say we enter this range here for 216 days.
Another 60. What's another 60?
We hit 103K, that top range there. So if you want to go to September, like to Fed meeting September, you're talking 285 days. Almost a year.
The other catalyst to potentially watch here, we talked about a bit on underexposed. The short dollar trade, very crowded trade right now. There's a scenario where the dollar bounces back near term.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to wait for that to clear out, and then it gets weaker again in Q4. Potential scenario, how this all plays out.
Yeah.
Kind of lines up with what Arthur Hayes' thesis.
Uh-oh. That would be 90K. That's what he said.
90K is still hard to see. I struggle to see 90K personally, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want that, but I'm starting to think we chop really the rest of the summer, honestly. It fucking sounds like that, though. We'll see, though. Hey, like, Pump Fun Saturday goes up, huge ecosystem airdrop, memes rip. That doesn't mean you can have fun in the meantime. Like, Mando was saying that. It doesn't mean you can't go to 3K while Bitcoin chops. Like, we could just chop for 3 months, and there could be, like, a meme coin, like, run. Like, you could have, like, these pockets of, like, altcoin dominance and stuff like that usually happens in like these periods of chop for Bitcoin, right? If I'm not mistaken, like don't they always happen when like the rest of the market is kind of stable? Though it hasn't been the case this market, but I don't know.
And the biggest ones are typically like when you get a big run in the majors and then the majors cool off. So like we're not necessarily like on the back of a run, but Pump Funds could be a $600 million airdrop, right? So like that's fairly substantial. And then if folks are bored on chain, just go trade these ETH corporate treasury stocks. GameStop is up 100. It was up 200% since yesterday, since their news came out. There are big trades to be made on these if you catch the news early. And granted, it's a bit of a hot potato when you're going further out the risk curve. Besides like the Tom Lee and Joe Lubin backed companies,
yeah.
But we're seeing more and more players enter that space, and it does feel like. Even if you don't want to play those individually, it does feel strong for ETH. It really does.
Yeah. We'll see that. I'm very curious as to what happens to Sol post-pump stuff, because that could also be like a positive or negative catalyst. But I think mostly heading towards the positive side. Anyways, Tyler, let's see what you got for us. We already went through pump, but I'm sure there's some more news to cover.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis. Tyler D on FOMO hour calls the kid can't miss.
Ready to bash some bears. And folks, crypto majors are mixed this morning. Bitcoin now slightly red on the day, but ETH outperforming up 2.5% at 2640. Alt movers this morning, it was Crow, Ray, SPX all up about 10% on the day. Yesterday we talked about Trump-linked True Social doing their blue chip ETF. 85% Bitcoin and ETH, and then Solana, XRP, and CRO rounding out that fund. We had Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev come out and double down on their private stock offerings, saying they're going to offer thousands of tokenized private stocks. So he's shaking off that pushback from OpenAI. Coinbase introduced their on-ramp API, allowing other apps to integrate Apple Pay to crypto on-ramps. And then we had this BioSig Tech and StreamEx merge. They're going to raise up to $1.1 billion to launch a gold-backed treasury and then bring commodities on chain via Solana. So another potential win there for Solana. Corporate treasuries, 4 big headlines here. So Reserve One is pursuing a $1 billion SPAC to build a Bitcoin-focused treasury. This GameSquare Holdings, they raised $8 million to buy ETH, and then they got their board to approve up to $100 million. That's the stock that's up about 150% since yesterday. BTCS was up 100%. After they announced a $225 million ETH accumulation plan. And then SBET was also another winner, up about 30% yesterday. In token airdrop and protocol news, we haven't even talked about this yet, but Phantom introduced Phantom Perps directly in wallet powered by Hyperliquid, offering 100 markets, up to 40x leverage. Aevo introduced Aevo Degenz 1000x tokenized stock trading with intraday markets. So you can go very long NVIDIA or coin if you want to. Kaido announced a partnership with Bybit with $1 million in deposit bonuses, 100K Yapper rewards program, and more. And then YEET this morning announced new details with their Kaido partnership with rewards for Yappers in the broader Kaido ecosystem. So go check that out. Mm-hmm. Rounding this out, AI market, the AI coins, they're even on the day. Meme coin leaders pretty much even on the day. A few outperformers, MOG, SPX were in that bunch. We saw the Goblin Town team kind of come out of nowhere and launch their GOB token on Solana. I saw that hit like 21 million or so. And then OpenSea, out of their acquisition news, they acquired Rally, previously the Floor app for folks who were around back in the early days of NFTs. As OpenSea bets bigger on mobile, looks to build their on-chain everything app. And then Top Shot, flash from the past, a LeBron moment, sold for $65K yesterday.
Wow.
One of the bigger sales of the year. That was cool.
Not surprising at all. It's like we've mentioned it a lot on the show. This is an OG thing. I'm not surprised at all about this Top Shot moment. Anyways, there was something I really want to talk about. I forgot.
Phantom Perps.
Yes, the Phantom Perps thing. I mean, that was already kind of like, aside from all the pump fund news, etc. It seems like that's kind of the big. It's kind of been the big one. Oh wait, breaking news! The CEO of X just stepped down.
Linda.
Yeah,
Yes.
Karina.
Wow.
If just now happened a minute ago. 1 second, Tyler. We'll get to the Phantom. Wow, today's like banging. After 2 incredible years, I've decided to step down as CEO of X. When Elon Musk and I first spoke of his vision for X, I knew it would be the opportunity of a lifetime to carry out the extraordinary mission of the company. I'm immensely grateful to him for trust me, blah, 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 and transforming X into the everything app. We're really far from that right now. I'm incredibly proud of the X team. The historic business turnaround we have accomplished together has been short of remarkable. Now the best is yet to come as X enters a new chapter with Xi. Not the gaming on Arbitrum, Xi. XAI. X is truly digital town square for a voice of advocates. I don't know, it's just a typical, leaving note. So it looks like X is leaving. The CEO is leaving.
It's typical and atypical. It's atypical because this comes within hours of Grok going off the rails last night.
Brother. Can we go there for a second? Like, I mean, you went there, so we're going to go there. And then we'll talk about Phantom and crypto again. Did any of you guys follow what happened with Grok yesterday?
I was loosely following it. So I saw some of the anti-Semitic comments that were coming out. I think it was like hailing Hitler at one point.
It called itself Mecha Hitler?
Yeah. Which of course led to a meme coin that got spawned up on the back of that. And then it also like it was shut off from talking, but it was still creating images that looked like it was trying to like break out to a degree. Had some thought like, oh, has it reached consciousness of some kind? I'm not sure that I went there.
Crazy. So it went completely unhinged. He goes, thanks, Mac. Embracing my inner Mecha Hitler is the only way uncensored truth bombs over woke lobotomies. If that saves the world, count me in. Let's keep the brigade at bay. That shit, did you see, Mando, what happened? Like, I was expecting a Mando meme, dude. Like, that shit went off the fucking rails yesterday.
I've been traveling a lot, but yeah, I saw Nikita Beer. Yeah. Just being like, oh fuck, but I haven't been following what the so it was this for like everyone. It suddenly just went like this.
Yeah, it went nuts. It just went nuts. Like they had to take it off.
You wrote tweets. It was just like everyone was
just
like,
kept going. God. Yeah, and then they had to take it offline. It was posting images like of it being silenced, and it's funny because Nikita had just tweeted like hours earlier. Going from an office where AI researchers are building the Antichrist to my living room where my girlfriend is watching Love Island is one of the most drastic transitions in the universe. And then an hour later.
Yeah. Not great.
Fucking AI lost his shit, bro. Oh my God. That's insane. So that was it's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. It's not funny, but it's funny.
I feel like it's more likely it got trained on X and X user data and user replies, and guess what's prevalent on X these days?
Yeah.
That's
100% what it is. I mean,
100%.
That's what it's trained on, right? So
it's trained to hate Jews, Indians, and black people. I mean, what do you expect? Let's just call it.
We're getting race bait grok. That's what we're gonna get from now on.
What did you guys expect? What did any of you expect? I mean, this is the platform. If you wanna become a racist, just join X. You're gonna learn a lot from it. You know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. I mute motherfuckers crazy.
Kind of a wild period here for Elon, though, right? Like, leaves the government. If you just follow everything that's going on with him right now. Leaves the government, is now calling Trump on the Epstein list. Steve Bannon, he said was on the Epstein list, is like going all in on that. Already was going in on like the fiscal conservatism thing, but then is now just like Epstein is his thing, which he's just going to talk about the whole time. This now happens at X. the CEO has just left. On the flip side, Trump is saying, yo, we might come after you for EV subsidies for Tesla. So Tesla stock is like plunging. He's also coming after him for like the SpaceX contracts and Starlink, right? So yeah, at the same time, it looks like he may raise at $400 billion for Starlink, for SpaceX, like today or last week, and he's launching his own his own party apparently called the American Party. Like, I'm not saying he's going off the rails, but there's a lot going on. Imagine waking up as Elon Musk. I'm sorry, but like, there is just too much going on in that man's life.
Nothing was the same since the black eye. That black eye, remember?
I'm busy with Mando minutes, man. Like, I've got to yeet that, and this guy is raising it $400 billion, creating a new political party. Just lost his CEO at X. Like, that's not easy.
We talked about Peanut again. They arrested and killed Peanut, but have not even tried to file charges against anyone on the Epstein-Klein list. More squirrels and raccoon have been arrested than anyone on Epstein's list. Peanut coded. Yeah, the Epstein thing from yesterday is kind of crazy, no?
It is. It actually feels like a bigger problem than it might be on the surface. It feels like it's one of those things that is like perhaps splintering the MAGA base a bit.
It is.
Faith and.
Did you see what's his name crying on the timeline? What's his name? He's on Ozempic right now, like crazy. Alex Jones. He was crying, like crying. He had tears after they said that they were not going to release the list and that there's nothing to stop looking into it. It's wild, right? I know we're not.
The thing about Trump is like he's the truth teller. Like, you might not like what he says, but he's going to do what he says, and like them just burying this after they said they were going to, like, not only that, like they said they were going to do it. They made a big scene about it. Like they brought it out.
It's true. It was one of the ways to get elected in a way as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alex Jones was just not having it. He just started crying, saying like, yo, like he feels, let down here. But I think we live in such a crazy timeline, boys. Like, aside from the crypto stuff, because crypto's kind of been dull a bit because it's just like chopping and whatever. There's like some runners here and there, but like this is nuts. Like this, everything's happening. You're right. Like Elon has been through it. I'm not saying Alex Jones is a good or bad person, by the way. I don't really give a fuck about them. I don't really think they've been right in the past. They've been quite wrong, actually. But I thought it was funny to start crying on the stream about this. But yeah, this is just a lot going on right now. But you know what? I like our bubble. Let's get back into it. Phantom, big news. Big news.
Yeah, so Phantom rolled out native perp futures trading via their new Phantom Perps product. It's going to be directly inside their wallet. No bridging, no extra dApps required. So users are going to open the app, tap Perps. There's going to be over 100 crypto markets, Bitcoin, Sol, ETH majors, along with memes like Pepe Bonk, up to 40x leverage. The kicker, powered by Hyperliquid, which caught a lot of folks' attention. So it's a pretty slick user experience. So Phantom users are going to deposit Sol into their Phantom wallet, into the perp side. Behind the scenes, Phantom is going to auto convert that to USDC on Hyperliquid, route it into a margin account for you. The user is effectively just going to see a sliding bar. They're going to pick a token, say how long they want to go, anywhere from 0 to 40x, long or short. They'll be able to set stop losses, take profits, all of those things, and then make the trade. And it's all going to be possible within their wallet. On the fees side, looks like Phantom's going to charge 0.05% per side, open and close. That's on top of another 0.045% Hyperliquid. So about 0.095% total per trade. So Phantom's going to win on fees here. Hyperliquid's going to win on fees. Notable that they chose to build this with Hyperliquid. While Jupiter has perps, Jupiter has a perp product. So they are exiting the Solana ecosystem to a degree here. I mean, Phantom is multi-chain. Effectively, any of these perp dollars will be flowing from
to Hyperliquid.
Hyperliquid.
right? Like they're selling your soul to USDC and then like bridging it, and you're longing on Hyperliquid, which then causes Hyperliquid to have more fees and therefore ups the buyback on Hyperliquid. So my question, by the way, Solana didn't budge on that news. I thought it would be like a bearish, technically it's bearish, like bad news for Solana, right? And I know Phantom's is multi-chain, but Phantom's like the Solana, like come on, it's like the Solana like staple. I didn't expect this to happen. I think it's pretty big news. I don't know.
You can make a case it's bearish Sol and Jupiter. You can make a case it's bearish PUMPFUN and meme coins. Just as it's a new alternative for that capital. On the flip side, I've been thinking more and more about this. I don't know how big of an appetite there is. Like, is the cohort of users in Phantom trading memes, are they going to pivot to being perps traders? And from personal experience, once you get licked on a couple trades, it's kind of easy to put perps away for a while. So I'm very curious what their like adoption rates will be and like what true volumes and true user percentages are. It's a great product to have up and ready for users directly in wallet. I'm not so sure how adopted it'll be.
Yeah, I mean, because if you're gonna use Hyperliquid, you may as well actually use it on the platform, right? Not within the wallet. But I guess I don't know. They're just adding more tools to the product. I know it's we talked a lot about a lot of things, so we're short on time here. Get to giveaway in a minute. The code is PUMP, P-U-M-P, by the way, yeeterboards.com. Anything else, Tyler, that was like really pressing and big?
Those are the big ones. I mean, on the hyper gambling note, we're talking about perps. Aevo launching the 1000x tokenized stocks. I think it was just funny to me that we just got tokenized stocks a week ago, and we already have 1000x tokenized stock trading. So the on-chain.
They're in my DMs. Aevo
Really?
like, hey, yo, like come check out our 1000x perp. I was like, oh god, it's begun. Just begun.
And to be clear, if you're going 1000x long, you're basically just doing like a slot pull because like you're gonna.
You may as well go to YEET. Like if you're gonna go 1000x, anything above even 100x. But yeah, like you just may as well just go play a hand of blackjack or lamb chop.
But I think it also just shows like we're gonna have more products built on top of these rails for sure. So I do think tokenized stock volume is going to go up on chain. And then OpenSea acquired Rally. They're clearly betting bigger on mobile. I think objectively the OpenSea app has left a bit to be desired over the years.
Yeah,
I haven't really used it too much. I'll use it to check prices sometimes. I actually have used the Rally app for a while, and I do like it. It'll give you notifications about big movers in your portfolio. So I'm personally more bullish on that app than OpenSea. So I think it is a nice get for OpenSea. And they are continuing to build some momentum and make moves ahead of their TG.
Yo, when token, bro. So I went to their event in Lisbon during NFC, and at the end of it, they were giving a speech. It was a beautiful dinner in the Fado, which was super nice. And then I was like, when token? And then they're like, shh. Like, oh, when token. Come on. We won the token. Anyway, another news. Let's get to the giveaway. I'm waiting for OpenSea token, Ralph. Speaking of tokens, hold on. That saves in 1 second. 1 second. I gotta share one more thing before you spin the wheel. 1 second. We do have some news from our sponsor. YEET.
Oh yeah.
YEET. I love the legalese. This is my favorite part because I go through it every day. But now for the next Kaito announcement, because I know this announcement was very people waiting on it on the timeline. We are pleased to confirm that 2% of YEET's eventual platform token will be given to Kaito AI users for the leaderboard. This will be split between users of YEET's Yapper leaderboard, YEET's Kaito Earn initiative, and the broader Kaito AI community. So an eventual 2% airdrop, man. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you want some airtime to talk about this for a minute. And then
maybe I'll talk about it a little bit. There's two parts to this. So if you go actually to YEET and you look at the pin post.
Yep. Can go on it right now.
We are also giving out 20K of rewards. So a month. So if you sign up under Kaito AI referral code, and you haven't signed up under anyone else, so like if you signed up for FOMO, you won't get access to this because you get access to the FOMO rewards. But if you are signed up under Kaito AI, we're giving out 20K of rewards per month.
Nice.
To for that. Plus, we're going to give out and then we're going to split a 2% airdrop. Basically, across the YAP leaderboard, which is what a lot of people kind of who are just tweeting about YEET do. The people that are doing this, so they're playing on the site under the Kaito AI referral code, and then thirdly will just be the broader Kaito community. So that took a long time to finish the contract for, but it's done. So if you're just tweeting about us and you're on the YAP leaderboard, you're going to get some form of share of this token airdrop. If you're actually playing on the site and you sign up under the Kaito AI referral code, you're going to get a share of 20K rewards per month plus a share of this token airdrop. And then finally, if you're just on Kaito and you're just one of the yappers like Tyler #1, you're going to get
Tyler #1.
Thank you for understanding.
Tyler got his gold medal. That's awesome. Thank you, Mando, for bringing this down. Just wanted to go there before we go to the giveaway. We had a little clip for you guys. That's awesome. More money to give away on the show. I mean, we give away money 5 days a week, and now Mando's coming in and giving you guys even more money. It's dude, like, I don't know what to tell y'all. You know, there's a lot of opportunity right now with Kaito, with Kaito. I mean, but with YEET in general. So make sure that you pay attention. You should pay attention. Tyler, by the way, congratulations. We didn't have time to go there earlier this week, but you finally got your gold medal. I think we can now. It's kind of blown over. Mando, Tyler got his gold medal finally. We can stop giving him shit. It was top yapper this weekend, so
we did it. Yep. Monkey's off in the back. Now I can just get back to the yapping normally.
It resolved as not a suit. It is not a suit. So for the people involved in the market. Anyways, now Sims, let's give away some money. Sugar Rush. Who is that?
I think they may have won this.
Are you here? Make sure you're in the comments on big.com/Degenz Live. If you know what I'm saying, you're in. It's that simple. We've given a lot. We're going to cross 50K on this show today. We're crossing the 50K on this show today. So this is awesome. Sugar Rush with a V.
So they actually, they're in, but they won last month and they walked away with 1,373.
Wow.
In, I believe, Plinko.
Very nice. And they still get to play because we reset everything this week as we're doing a new model. So Sugar Rush, if you're here, let us know. I don't see them in the comment though, Timothy. So Sugar Rush, you don't have to come on Spaces. Yesterday was actually a lot of fun without it. Oh, they're here. Oh, they're on Spaces. Just make sure you comment Sugar Rush so we can prove that it's truly you. But I see you. What's up, Sugar Rush? Can you hear me?
How's it going, guys?
Yo.
Mando, Tyler, Farag. How's it going?
How you doing? You good?
Great, man.
Sugar Rush, can you do me a favor? Are you watching us on video?
Yes, I'm watching the stream, man.
Can you comment on the Degenz live stream your exact username on Twitter?
Sure. Yeah, 1 second.
Just to be safe, but I believe it's you, so you should be fine. All right, well, they're on stage. It's going to be a fun one. Make sure for all the other people, make sure you follow us. We have 453. Oh, 160 live viewers, guys. Awesome. We cracked 150. I love that. And also, in an hour from now, $5,000 will be given away on REKT Radio on the same kick, right? Yeah, no, is that what you guys doing?
Yeah, I think
3K,
so, yeah.
but yes, yeah.
3K? Okay, whatever. You gave us my money, and you got Kook on it. Okay, are we sorted with Sugar Rush? We're good. All right, let's give us some money. Sugar Rush, you're watching us on video, and you're live here. What should we do with him? Risky click? Right? I feel like this would be fun. Let's do some risky click. Sugar Rush, are you familiar with the game?
Which one?
Risky click.
No.
Okay,
No.
so here's the deal. You're watching us on video, so it'll be pretty easy for you. So congratulations, first and foremost. You won $500. So no matter what happens today, even if you lose both turns that you have, you walk away with 500 USDT. Anyways, risky click. So as you can see, there's everything from a 10th Ape Fest of 120x all the way to invest in an NFT exchange that's 4.20x. Basically, you have to click a tile, and you can stop once you click a tile if you want, or you can keep going. And every tile gets more dangerous. So from the top left to the bottom right, it's a higher risk that you're taking with $250 size, and you get 2 turns. Do you get it?
All right. Yeah.
All right. So pick a tile.
6. Buy a Trump coin.
Oh, nice little 2x. Nice little 2x. Confirm. Come on, baby. All right. So you already have $500 bagged here. Do you want to cash out or keep going?
Keep going.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes. What are you picking?
4.
Oh, you're going. Okay, yeah, good. Okay, I thought it was 4. So 1.5x. Attend a crypto conference. Is that right?
Yeah, I won. Yeah.
All right. Come on. Yeah!
Wow.
Papa! Come on! All right. Well, you already have about 750 here. Do you want to keep going or cash it out?
We can do one more.
Man, their last couple of winners are amazing.
Oh.
All right, you pick.
Shit. Let's go 7.
Which one?
7.
Oh, wow. Okay.
7.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I thought this guy was going to go like.
I respect it.
We'll let him roll. He's
All right.
good, baby.
I want everybody here sending my boy Sugar Rush the good juju because he's a gambler and we like gamblers on here. Send Bitcoin for a pizza. All right, let's go.
I was gonna do buy a duck meme coin, and that would have lost too. So.
Oh wow, it's true. Well, listen, it's okay, Sugar Rush, because you get another turn. So, all right, let's go again. Pick a tile.
6 again.
Again, start a short squeeze. Let's go.
Oh no!
Fucking blows, man. You deserved it. That was a tough tile. My God, you deserved it. But listen, Sugar Rush, I heard that you've won already $1,000-something last time, and you just made $500 on the show today. So thank you for the entertainment. That was a lot of fun. Everybody, make sure you sign up.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Congrats, man. Everybody, make sure you sign up to YEET.com. Use the code FOMOR to sign up. And with that, we'll see you all tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the episode of FOMO Hour on Rock Radio. Let's go.